A shooting near the Israeli settlement of Ariel in the occupied West Bank has left at least 9 people injured. The attack occurred when a man opened fire on an Israeli bus before being shot and killed by Israeli troops. 4 victims sustained gunshot wounds, 3 of them critically, while the others were injured by flying glass. Hamas's military wing, the Qassam brigades, claimed responsibility for the assault, identifying the attacker as Samir Mohammed Ahmed Hussein. Hamas stated that such actions would continue in response to Israeli policies in the West Bank. The Netherlands Supreme Court has been urged to uphold a ruling halting the export of F-35 parts to Israel. The Hague Appeals Court previously ordered the Dutch state to stop supplying military goods for F-35 fighter jets due to concerns over international regulations and the risk of violating them. The Supreme Court's Advocate General has supported this ruling, citing the risk of breaching international laws that prohibit military goods exports under certain conditions, particularly those relating to actions in Gaza. Meanwhile, tensions rise on Israel's northern border. The head of Israel's Northern Command, Major General Uri Gordon, warned that Israel was prepared to strike Hezbollah if the Lebanese group makes a significant mistake. Gordon stated that Israeli forces have already significantly weakened Hezbollah's combat capabilities and that any escalation from the group would be met with force. President Zardari and PM Shehbaz Sharif have reaffirmed their strong support for Palestinians' right to self-determination amidst the ongoing Israeli offensive in Gaza. The continued occupation, they say, undermines peace efforts. As the conflict escalates with more than 44,000 Palestinians dead, Pakistan reiterates its commitment to stand with the Palestinian people in their struggle for justice. Foreign Office spokesperson Mumtaz Zahra Baloch stressed the importance of a ceasefire and humanitarian aid to the region. Meanwhile, in Kurram district, the violent clashes that have plagued the region continue to claim lives despite efforts to implement a ceasefire. With the death toll rising to 90, local elders and officials have struggled to prevent the violence. The conflict erupted following an attack on a convoy last week and has led to ongoing gunfights, mortar attacks, and hostage exchanges. As ceasefire talks stall, there is growing concern over the expansion of the conflict, with warnings that this unrest could spread further across Pakistan if not contained. A significant development comes for Pakistan International Airlines as the European Commission and European Aviation Safety Agency lifted their ban on the carrier's flights to Europe. This decision marks the end of a nearly 4-year suspension which followed a plane crash and a scandal involving fake pilot licenses. The ban's removal is seen as a win for Pakistan's aviation sector, with hopes of resuming flights to the UK and other European destinations soon. According to CNN, Russian President Vladimir Putin has praised US President-elect Donald Trump as intelligent and experienced, expressing confidence in Trump's ability to resolve tensions between Moscow and Washington. Speaking in Kazakhstan, Putin criticized outgoing President Joe Biden for escalating the war in Ukraine by permitting Kyiv to use American long-range missiles known as ATACMS against targets inside Russia. Putin contrasted his optimism for Trump with his condemnation of Biden, accusing the current administration of creating obstacles for Trump's transition. He hinted at the possibility of improved US-Russia relations under Trump, who has pledged to end the Ukraine war within 24 hours without detailing his approach. During the campaign, Trump survived 2 assassination attempts, which Putin described as absolutely uncivilized and a severe test of Trump's resilience. Putin also criticized the legal cases against Trump, referring to his conviction earlier this year.